Yo, what's going on, my dudes? Welcome to another RuneScape news coverage video. For this video, we're going to be talking about the removal of Bounty Hunter coming next month in March. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Let's go.
Cats is the illest. What you talking about, Willis?
Alright guys, so this information is coming from the latest live stream that Jagex put out today. But let's talk about the changes that is going to come to Bounty Hunter. So first off, it's going to be removed in March entirely, the minigame. The reward shop is going to remain intact. You can talk to Madrith to purchase all the things on his shop. Some of them have been removed and reallocated to other places, but by and large, a lot of the things are still on the shop. Now, the way you're going to be earning points is through the emblem system like previous. However, emblems are going to work slightly different. Madrith is now considered a tier 85 Slayer Master, identical to Morvan and Elf City in terms of how much Slayer points you're going to be getting, etc. Madrith, however, only assigns monsters in the wilderness, and since the wilderness has only a small select few of monsters available, it will ignore your block or prefer list and give you whatever he happens to give you, and you have to do it. Now, when you take an emblem with you on a Slayer task, completing it will give you 100 reward points. This is how you're going to be getting your Bounty Hunter points. At any point, you could just turn those in or convert them for points and then purchase whatever you want from the shop. Now, if you're somebody who does not have a emblem at the time of the release of this or the change that they're making to this, the first task you ever complete from Morvan will earn you your first emblem, and then you can get started. Keep in mind, you need to have the emblem on you for the entirety of the task. If at any point you kill even one of those monsters without the emblem on your person, you've invalidated the entire task. Now, you can still complete the task for like Slayer, XP, etc., but you will no longer be awarded those Bounty Hunter points after finishing it. So make sure you hold on to that emblem for the entire duration of your task. If at any point, if somebody comes to PK you while you have an emblem, you do not lose the emblem, but it does go down one tier. If the person who happened to PK you also has an emblem, then they will gain half of the Bounty Hunter points that your current emblem is worth at its current tier. That gives an incentive for people to bring their emblems if they want to PK somebody doing a Slayer task, because they might get some Bounty Hunter points out of it, but otherwise they wouldn't get anything extra other than PKing you and getting whatever you get out of the PK. And to be clear, from the perspective of the person getting killed, it makes no difference whether the person killed you has an emblem or not. From your point of view, you still will go down one tier regardless. So that's basically the gist of how you're going to be earning points in terms of your Bounty Hunter points. One thing I'm unclear about is, since he's counted as a tier 85 Slayer Master, Madrith that is, you would think that you would need tier 85 Slayer to even start getting rewards from the Bounty Hunter shop, which obviously in the current build of the game is not a requirement. But I would think, even though he's classed as a tier 85 Slayer Master, I don't think you'll need tier 85 Slayer to accept tasks from him, because that would put an arbitrary tier 85 Slayer requirement on even having access to this shop, which would be weird. Again, that's unclear to me, but I would think anyone can use Madrith as a Slayer Master. So I want to take this time to briefly touch on some of the items that have been removed or changed in the shop and where they could be found outside of the reward shop for Bounty Hunter. So first off, we have the Ochre Flasks. These are flasks that you can take to the Ooglog pools and collect the benefits from, and then you'll have basically a portable means to access those benefits from the Ooglog pools. It currently in this live stream is still in the reward shop, and I'm not sure if it's going to remain that way, but it will also be able to be made with robust glass. They've actually improved them to hold 6 doses, except for the one that boosts your prayer points. That one is still going to remain as a single dose. But for the Ochre Flasks, the rest of them, you'll be able to have 6 doses for each. Next up, we have the rune crafting pouches. Now, these have been removed from the shop entirely, and the way you're going to be earning them is through rune crafting through the Abyss. When you're rune crafting, by this means, you have a chance of earning magical thread. When you earn enough of these magical thread, you'll be able to craft your own rune pouch. And wearing the demonic skull while rune crafting through the Abyss will increase your chance of earning some of these magical thread to help you get those pouches even sooner. And the Amulet of the Forsaken, which is the amulet that lets you increase the benefits of your Barrow's set effects, is going to be just simply removed and brought over to the rewards from the Barrow's minigame, so you'll be able to loot it from the chest by playing regular Barrows. And finally, the last thing I want to touch on for this video is the Revenant Pets. Not only will they still have the current Revenant Pets, but they're adding a bunch of new ones for the other Revenants that weren't existing in the game in terms of pets. So to get these, you'll have to simply get it as a drop from the Revenants in the 4-in-3 dungeon. This has a small chance to drop when you're killing these. A Revenant Spirit. Simply interacting with this will unlock the pet. And then you'll have to work your way up. You'll start off with the Imp, and then the more times you get these drops, you'll unlock the different tiers all the way up to Dragon. So there's like 13 in total for Revenant Pets. And as you unlock one, it gets increasingly difficult to unlock the next one. So getting all of those pets is probably going to be a pretty hard task for anybody who's out there trying to hunt those pets. And I imagine it's going to be pretty prestigious to have your hands on the Dragon Revenant Pets. Also quickly, I just want to briefly mention that Revenants is going to be where you get the Warrior patch to upgrade your Ancient Warrior equipment up to tier 88. You can't get it from Chaos Ellie, but you can get it from Revenants in the 4-in-3 dungeon. So that's pretty much it in terms of what you need to know for the Bounty Hunter removal and where the different types of rewards are going to be allocated and how you're going to earn Bounty Hunter points going forward once it's removed in March. So without any further ado, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. I am out. Peace.